volume.
What?
That was
Which one is my volume? It's too fucking loud.
We started already.
those.
Hello?
Put
Which
your
one?
headphones on.
I don't want to put them on because they're too fucking loud.
Dude, why do you got to curse right off the bat?
It was loud. I'm going
That's
to see
me.
an ENT today.
An
Better?
ENT? Why?
Hello? Okay, that's better.
What's the matter? Why are you going to see
I
it?
have ringing in my ears.
Ear,
and it,
You have tinnitus.
nose, and throat. Tinnitus.
I know. I have it, but it's getting worse. And that sure as hell didn't help. Sorry
Sorry.
for swearing.
Sorry.
I
blame
need-
Scott.
I think
'cause
I need-
Scott keeps the mics hot.
I think I need an ENT also.
For what?
I think I have buildup in my ears.
From what?
Oh, that could be possible. Do you want me to look?
Yeah. Do I have anything? You see anything?
I
'Cause
see a
sometimes-
little,
Look, sometimes
like,
I can go like
crusty.
this, and it's not wax though. It's just crud. See, look. See, what is that?
I
Dry
don't wanna-
skin.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's not wax.
It's dry skin.
How?
Scott, we've gone over this before. What is what your body made out of? Skin.
I understand.
There's skin in your
I don't want to
ears.
sit next to him.
What are you talking about? No, I don't want to sit next to him.
I don't want to sit next to you.
Good.
You've created an island for yourself. How does that feel?
This is a peninsula.
Ah, it was
What?
on me.
Not on
You had a crumb on me.
It's ears. It's this. It's dead skin.
I don't
inside your
believe.
ear.
I don't believe so.
How do you?
I want to have it tested in a lab. I don't think that's what it is.
It's dead skin. Trust me. I asked the same thing. He
Chunks
said
of
it's
dead skin in your
yes, you
My-
have skin there.
And the best. My favorite was
Skin
what you,
everywhere
You even
So
watch-
why do you think it's not dead skin?
because I clean it out in the morning.
You don't.
It doesn't make sense.
Do you notice if you don't moisturize?
Yeah,
What happens? Your
You get
skin gets flaky.
crusty. It doesn't flake. My skin doesn't flake off like a snake.
Can we
Right?
talk about something else?
Yeah.
I don't.
Can we talk about? Can we talk about things that bother me that people do in the bathroom? Well, how come when I'm taking a dump, some guy comes in and brushes his teeth? What is that? I don't understand. Why are people brushing their teeth in the bathroom at work?
Andrew, if we're silent, will he just move on to the next thing?
No,
How does
he
this
just
work?
continues to talk,
Where'd my straw go?
and
it was
then
in my
he'll
ear.
somehow get to you. Like he just continues to poke and poke and poke.
Ow! Stop poking me!
Seriously though, why do people brush their teeth at work?
I don't know. That I don't know. I think that's disgusting.
who's
I have done it in the past, and I felt dirty in that bathroom.
Yeah.
But
But
I don't
who's-
think my teeth get
The water doesn't feel
Who's
right.
consciously bringing a toothbrush and toothpaste to a bathroom at work?
Maybe they have a dentist appointment later. They
Do you ever do the finger? You
Finger?
just put
I've done the
toothpaste on your
I've done the finger, but why would you have toothpaste at work?
I don't know.
I used to.
We
Every
have
once in a
toothpaste
while, you eat a meal where it's really
Just swish.
spicy.
Just swish.
It's not the same thing. You can't get stuff off of your teeth by swishing.
I like in the mornings at 5 a.m. when I go in there to do my biz. I've just had a thing of coffee, so I'll put my head underneath the faucet, and drink that water, and swish and spit it out.
You'll drink.
I don't drink it. I don't drink it. I swish with it.
It doesn't matter.
Scott.
It's in your body.
Yeah.
Okay, well I wash my berries in there.
So
My
actual
raspberries.
berries.
I wash my berries. Yes,
So
they have charticles.
You know that
But-
if you're in Mexico and you just accidentally get some shower water in your mouth, you will get dysentery
Dude,
or
some of those.
diarrhea.
Yeah, but
He doesn't believe it.
most of those resorts
we go.
now they're filtered.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
Not all of them.
The decent ones
Not
are.
all of them.
Okay.
He doesn't believe dead skin in your ear is a thing. He doesn't believe that you could get like some weird disease from water.
No, I know you can.
You won't drink out of this water machine here.
I will. I make coffee with it.
That water machine.
I drink out of that water machine all the time. I always have cups
I thought
of
you
water.
said-
Guarantee somebody in that bathroom where
Yes.
you sip water to swish your
Yeah, coffee out.
breath.
Uh-huh.
Somebody has washed their balls in that sink. I guarantee.
I agree with you.
Hold
There's no
up.
doubt.
Your sink in the morning,
Yes.
because I'm going to bring it up.
What?
Your sink, your
Yeah.
morning routine,
Right.
that you've told me about.
Yes.
Do you ever like have water out of that sink?
All the time.
So wait, you flop your thing onto the sink.
I do not flop it onto the sink. Would you stop it? I do not flop it onto the
Describe
sink.
the action. If I'm
Okay, I can tell you. 4 pieces of toilet paper folded up neatly, presented on the counter. Flop.
It's not
on
flopping. No, it isn't. I just dab it until it stops, and I throw it and I flush it. Just who cares?
do you dab or do you just let it sit there and
Dab.
dribble?
I dab.
The fact that you even put that on your
Can you-
countertop.
I don't put it on
nobody
the
knows what you're talking about. Is this an established thing on this show?
No,
No.
we haven't talked about his.
Listen,
You need to describe
no,
what you do.
I don't want to
'cause no-
describe it. I'm just saying, when you get up in the morning, guys, mostly, I'm guessing it happens to girls too, and you pee first thing in the morning. Sometimes you still dribble a drip
I
or two
don't-
or three
I
every.
don't
I
anymore
don't.
because
so you
I
don't
push.
you don't have like
Yeah. It's important.
You don't get like 2 or 3 drips in your underwear.
I push. You do that?
Yeah.
You push behind the sack?
What?
You don't know about this?
No, please tell me.
I've never heard of that.
Wait, you don't do that?
No, I just go do like a.
Oh no! Well,
So
I'm
for
at
the
the
best.
age where
No,
I
but
need
you could
a little
poop.
help.
You could poop if you do that.
No, because I have control of my sphincter.
Okay, let me describe
Wait,
what
please
I do.
tell me about the bag.
I did it just a second ago. So
Here?
yes,
Wait.
I washed my hands.
All right.
In the water that you drink from, idiot.
I don't drink. I just
right.
swish.
That you garble.
Just swish and wash my berries in.
Because I noticed I would get the little dribble that you're discussing.
Yes.
So what I do now is after I finish going, I will reach back there, not touch it. I will use my underwear as some sort of cover.
Barrier.
And I will push behind the sack, and it gets the last few dribbles out.
Really?
Yeah, try it.
I can't wait to try it.
You don't know about this?
I have
See,
never heard
Andrew's
of that.
young enough where he doesn't have to worry about
Now, hold on. Are the couple of little extra drips after you pee, is that an age thing, or does it just
No,
happen?
it can happen to anyone.
Right?
It can happen to anyone, but typically people that get older, they have problems with going.
Because I'm not going to stand there for 20 seconds and just shake.
you don't
What
have to
is that?
shake.
Who does that? Why are you
just-
violently
There are
shaking?
people. I have VPS. Yep.
VPS?
What's
Yep.
that?
Violent pee syndrome, where I shake violently after to get everything out.
I'm telling you, you don't have to shake anymore if you do the push. If
Wow.
you just press up, it's like a magic button. There's a couple of drops that just go, and then
not-
you're done.
Yes.
Why are you doing that when you pee?
I just don't, because I don't want drips in my underwear. That's all.
Well, I don't either.
Maybe you should just sit down when you pee.
It doesn't matter. It still comes out of the same place.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd probably get more out.
Maybe I should just wear Depends and not even bother going to the bathroom. Just piss myself all day.
Honestly, one day you will get there, and I'm very much like anticipating you to be like, "What? I'm so busy all the time."
Welcome
it's a live
to
radio
Bold
set.
Chat, brought to you by Poise. Yeah,
What?
Is that
Poise.
I don't buy
I don't know what Poise is. Poise depends. Poise is like
is the
discreet.
higher end. Depends?
No, it's like discreet.
Oh, so
You
you
know?
don't see the line,
Right? You don't look. It doesn't seem like you're wearing a diaper.
which is basically what it
Do you know that they had a sample? They gave away a sample. It was like there was a commercial. It was like call, or go to dependswhatever.com and get a sample. I got a sample. I still have the box in my garage. I want to try it. I just want to try it.
So here's the question I have on adult diapers. They're built more.
Welcome to Adult Diaper Talk.
They're built more for accidental pee, right?
I don't think they're for poo at all. They're for bladder leakage.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think
Yes.
there's a different type for that one.
Yeah.
What is that called?
That one I don't.
Diaper.
Yeah,
Actual diaper.
I don't know what that one is, but
Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, it is a.
They have to have like an extra absorbent
For
one
sure.
for that.
Let me
'cause
just-
there's probably people with some loose sphincters.
I don't even want it. I can't. Poop makes me gross. It's just gross.
You
No, I didn't.
change diapers with your kids?
I did. I didn't like it, but I did it.
Google that real quick.
What am I
I
Googling?
guarantee adult diapers for poo.
You know, while we're talking about poop and you're looking that up, Nate, you don't have a dog. But
No, I wish I did.
Andrew, you kind of have a dog.
Yeah,
Luna, do you pick up her poop?
Yeah.
All right, so here's my thing.
Oh, you've said this before. You pick up your dog's poop. You don't pick up other dogs' poop.
Right.
It's stupid.
It's not stupid.
It is
I don't
stupid.
want other warm poop in my hand through a bag.
I can see the point you're
Right?
making. And
I
why
can't-
would you pick that up, by the way?
Because
to be nice, I
yeah,
guess.
I hate people that have dogs and do not pick up after their dog. That is disgusting.
That's a horrible human
You are
being.
a foul.
Yes, but I can't pick up other dogs' poop. Just like I have said, I could never have changed another child's diaper. Like I can't go to some other kid that maybe I'm just watching,
Okay.
and clean out their ass. I can't do it.
So if it's one that you need to get for, I'm seeing you have to get the incontinence ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, but incontinence is also urination.
Yeah, it seems like there's like layered ones.
Oh.
So
There's extra space in the back.
Yeah, because that can't be too tight.
It's so sad. One of these days, we're all going to
I
be
know.
in them.
I'm headed there faster than the both of you. Kidding?
speaking of free things that you would get, they don't give you free things in the newspapers anymore. Not that I've gotten a newspaper recently.
What do you
but,
mean?
Like they would always give
Samples?
you samples of things. Like
You're right.
Do you remember the
baby
detergent
sample.
you would get in the mail?
Yes,
I could use that.
in the bag, and in this newspaper bag, there would sometimes be free stuff.
Yeah.
In there.
Do you want to know how stupid I was?
Yes.
I didn't realize that, and this may have happened to other people. When you wash your clothes, do you use Tide Pods or detergent?
Detergent.
Okay, I was using Tide Pods for a
Ah.
hot sec, and it didn't melt.
What?
It didn't melt.
Where'd you put it?
So that's the thing. Because then I was also putting detergent, like, because then I was like, this is stupid, Tide Pods are dumb. Then I bought detergent, and then I would just go, like, do a quick once around with the detergent. I didn't realize you have to put it in the water.
Dispenser, and there's a dispenser in the top.
I don't use the dispenser.
Why?
I just put it right when
you could throw it in the tub, but
the Tide Pod you're supposed to put in the thing.
Well, I have one that opens like this.
Doesn't matter.
a top loader.
Yeah, I have a top loader.
You have a washing machine?
Yeah.
In your apartment?
Yes.
Like in your apartment?
Yes.
Wow,
you
must
in
be
it?
making good
Let me tell you
monies.
something. Pandemic deal, baby. Well, not anymore. They jacked that price
Yeah,
up.
but you still have to have a hookup for it.
Yeah, they have
Some
it in all
apartments
the.
do.
This is not something new.
I know, but most apartments don't have their own washer dryer.
A lot more do now.
Really? New construction, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of new buildings do because you get so much more for it.
Must
So
be nice.
I remember the first apartment I had with a washer dryer in it. I was so excited, and I go there, and I get the apartment. I was so excited. I do my first load of laundry, and the washer doesn't drain. So all of my clothes were in this bucket of water.
Ew.
And I call the woman. She goes, "Oh yeah, it doesn't drain. You have to take clothes out and dry them." I'm like,
What?
why wouldn't you tell me that when I got this apartment?
Well, it's broken.
So they
It's
sold it as a
broken.
washer dryer.
Then she refused for like 2 months. I'm finally like, I can't do this.
Well, that was like my old landlady who legit was like, "Oh, the AC's broken. I sent the part." And so then I'm like, "Ma'am, that requires like a technician." And she's like, "No, it doesn't. It's probably an easy part for you to fix." So I sent a picture after she sent me the part that said, "If you do this and you're not a trained electrician, you will die." And she was like, "I'll see what I can do." It never got fixed.
Stupid. You know, I've had.
I was going to say, do you remember your very first apartment? Was
I
it jankety?
No, it was actually very nice. It was in Tucson, Arizona.
Ooh.
And it was $400 a month, fully furnished.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
My first apartment was Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Okay.
Here we go.
That apartment was great. I mean, it was a walk up, but it was fine. But my second apartment in Hoboken was so old, and it was right across the street from a social club. So we heard things.
Wait, define social club.
Yeah, I would like to know more
I don't know.
information on that.
I can't.
What, is this like a handy place?
No. You know, it was a gangster place.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. I
It was
Why
like
wouldn't you say that?
well, I don't know. It said social club outside, but it wasn't. They would sit out there in chairs, during the day, and every once in
Why'd
a
you
while.
have to do the accent then?
Yeah, right?
Every once in a while, you'd hear something. And plus,
Were you in the mob or something? Because you're very just odd about this.
This apartment was a fourth floor walk up. It was terrible, and there were holes in the floor, and there was a clear glass on the bathroom door. It was glass. You close the bathroom door, and there was a
clear-
window.
not even like the clouded glass.
It was supposed to be clouded, but like the cloudy wore off.
Oh.
So there was a window on the door in the bathroom. So that was terrible. And then there was a checkerboard in the kitchen on the floor. It was terrible, and it was one of those railroad ones. So it was like a big long.
So you had to walk through a bedroom to get to a bathroom?
It was terrible, and the appliances were not right, and it was an awful apartment. Then my next one had the prostitutes and drug dealers upstairs and had a big leaky brown water coming through the bathroom. You had to have a pot over your head on the toilet.
Things
That
I
was
learned,
terrible.
and you probably learned this too, when you get an apartment, get the topmost floor possible.
Right,
Yes.
so no one can walk on top of
So
you.
nobody
Yes.
either walks on top of you, and if there's a plumbing problem, the people below you have it.
Exactly.
You don't have it.
You know what? That's so true.
You didn't do that. Oh no, you did, but the people below you complained.
Yeah, the people below me have complained that I'm too loud.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But she's an idiot. So
Does she
it's not my
listen?
fault. No, I don't think so.
Now we've already discussed her. She better not be listening after what he said about her.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
What did he say?
It was just.
It wasn't that
What a
bad.
horrible person she is.
Oh my God, I never said that.
Kind of.
Does she leave
No.
you nasty notes?
She did leave me a note just saying that her quality of life has been
Diminished.
diminished.
Yes.
And she's like, we hear things at 9 o'clock at night. Ma'am.
9 o'clock at night? That's your complaint?
Exactly. It's not even quiet hours.
Is it hardwood floors, though?
I think it's like I want to say it's more tile that looks like wood. Because they're
Okay,
doing
so
that
she's
now.
hearing your footsteps. Okay.
I
can see that.
I do walk, my footsteps are quite heavy, I will say. I blame
do
myself.
kind of flop your
Yeah, you
feet.
thump. You
I
thump
thump.
around.
I'm a thumper.
Yeah.
I come from, my whole family is.
I would have complained about you my second, third, I can't remember which apartment, but my first apartment in California, I'm in there, and it was a one bedroom I shared with another guy. He took the bedroom. I slept in the living room, and the woman above me was mentally ill.
Oh, no.
So she would just walk in circles throughout her apartment for the for like all night and all day. And finally, I'm like, I can't deal with this anymore. So I go up there, knock on the door, Like, she opens the door, and as soon as she opened the door, I looked past her. She had worn a hole through the carpet, and it was just this path around her coffee table. And I think she was mentally ill or something.
Was she in a house coat?
Yes, she was.
Were there cats?
Did not have cats, but she did have a house coat on. And I just felt bad because then I'm like, I can't live here. And then they moved her. And then she came to my apartment door one day sobbing, I've been there for 20 years. You don't make me move, please.
Oh my gosh. And you made her move.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to sleep. I couldn't deal with it anymore.
So you slept in a living room?
Yeah.
On like a pull-out bed?
No, I had a futon.
How long did you sleep on that?
I was a year I lived like that. My friend Tim lived in the...
Your back problems must have been unreal.
Oh, yeah.
Us radio people do not do well with roommates because the hours are so opposite. It's just...
It was pretty bad.
I mean, I loved living with, my roommate because we were good friends, but the times, oh my God, like I was doing overnights at that time. So I was going to sleep at 7:00 in the evening, and he's first getting home, cooking right outside my door because the kitchen was outside my door because that's, how this ridiculous apartment was. And I don't know. If you cannot live with somebody, that's probably your best bet.
I don't live with anybody, and it is the best thing in the entire world. Yeah, I lived with
Josh. You and Josh.
I live with Josh. I live with Sam. I live with
best roommate out of those two. The better roommate, I guess that would be.
Well, I wound up living with Josh afterwards, so
you would.
He's pretty
choose
good.
Him.
Yeah.
Tell you, I had the best roommate I ever had was Tom, and it was because we worked totally opposite schedules. I would be getting up to go to work when he was coming home from work, and then vice versa. It was the best situation. We never saw each other.
That was my situation with my first roommate, Jax. She worked the night shift, and I worked.
Jax?
She worked. Didn't she work here?
Not the singer.
Didn't she work here? Didn't she?
Yeah, she used to work for Premiere, but she did nights. So then it was great because when I would come home,
that's awesome.
When
you saw each other, you'd be like, "Oh, let's hang out," because you would very rarely see.
Yeah,
each other.
and then she got a boyfriend who lived overseas, so she was just gone for months.
I have an idea.
Yeah,
let's take a break and then we'll make fun of Andrew.
Fair enough.
All right.
Why?
We'll be back.
Why?
Right after this. And we're back.
What are you making fun of me for?
No, I just think that, since Nate and I are here, and we're kind of close to the same age, we should do some generational stuff and
oh boy.
Here we go.
Figure some stuff that you've never heard of before, because you weren't alive in the 80s.
Like what?
I don't know, Dastardly and Muttley.
Hey, how about we start humming theme songs and see if he guesses it. Da, 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 da.
Oh, is that MASH?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's MASH.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love MASH.
I have one.
Go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Chips.
Yes. All right. Well, I didn't really want to hum theme song.
No, I didn't either.
I just,
all right, well, let's...
I have a question.
What?
Do you wear robes?
Never.
Yes. Are you a robe person?
I wear a robe.
Never, ever.
I
could
have
see you
gotten
being a robe
into
person.
robes.
I could see you. That's the person. She's old.
What?
Oh my! She's like 3'7".
She's sized
That's why
like
I was
an 8 or 9 year old.
I was thinking about Webster and Gary Coleman just a second ago because I was going to hum those theme songs.
Which one do you like better, Webster?
First of all, hold on, dude. Webster does Instagram Live.
He does?
Yes.
Emmanuel Lewis?
Yes, our friend Cubby was like, dude, you got to see this. And he sent me the link the other night, and there's Webster, Emmanuel Lewis. Hey, everybody. And he looks just the same. He looks like Webster.
Yeah. Does he have that syndrome that you can't age?
Yeah, not age, but I just think you don't. He probably has a kidney thing like Gary Coleman had. I don't know. I don't know what he's got. But, I was waiting for him to say, ma'am. What?
I literally don't know.
George Papadopoulos.
Show. Okay.
So in that show, he had the dumbwaiter. He also had
What's a dumbwaiter?
I know what a dumbwaiter is.
What, you?
Do you remember when, I think it was the episode, somebody broke into the house? Do you remember that one? And he was hiding in the dumbwaiter, and then he went behind the clock.
Oh, yes. I know, that was also in one of the opening scenes.
Yes.
The thing opened, and he was in there. And there's an elevator also, right? There was an elevator.
I thought that was the dumbwaiter.
Yes, inside of there was an elevator.
So cool. Such a great show.
Wasn't he? He was a sports guy, right? George Papadopoulos? Who was the actor?
Reporter.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he
That's
was somebody.
Stephanopoulos.
I think he was. Is that? Hang on, I gotta
He was
look
a
it
football
up now.
player, wasn't he?
He had the mustache. Hang on.
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's so much on you that I'm clinging to the side of the frame.
Oh.
Slide over here, Scotty.
And then I was watching Silver Spoons the other day. Silver Spoons.
What the hell is Silver Spoons?
Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder.
I don't even know who Ricky Ricky Schroeder
You don't know who Rick Schroeder is.
I don't know who Rick Schroeder is.
Are you
no.
kidding?
Rick
But
Schroeder
he's in
was
current
Was
shows,
he in
though.
Baywatch?
No, isn't he like NCIS or those things?
He's in one of those things. Hang on, Webster.
See, back in the 80s, he was Ricky Schroeder, and he was on a show called Silver Spoons, who, the dad was crazy rich. And also Alfonso Ribeiro was on. Yeah.
I have never seen this man.
Alfonso
day
Ribeiro
in my
was
life.
on that show. You know Alfonso?
Oh my!
Yeah, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, he was on Silver Spoons.
Great.
And his name was Alfonso.
So
That's
happy
kind of
for
weird
him.
when they use like the real name on the show. He was Alfonso on the
So
show.
this guy?
Yes, that's Ricky
Alex
Schroeder.
Karras. That's the guy's name. He did play football.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you know what I have that I think is going to be worth a lot of money?
What?
I have 2 unopened pair of Yeezys.
Why we're trying to like shame you of old TV shows, and you keep changing the subject.
Well, because it's just you guys just being like, oh, do you remember Goofy LaTroy?
It is kinda like-
Goofy LaTroy from the show? Poopy Snoopy? Oh, you don't remember? Here, let me sing the theme song. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
We do just rag on him, and then he was saying, "Hey, it's just like Scary was walking," and Andrew goes, "Yeah, it's just like SpongeBob SquarePants." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I only know a little bit because my kids watched it, and I think Cooper's trying to be in the SpongeBob SquarePants play at school.
I didn't even know there was a play.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there was one on Broadway for a while, dude.
Oh.
Remember, you were like, "Ew, that was crap." Remember that? Remember when it was on?
Okay.
You made fun of it.
I did?
Yes, because I wanted to go see it, and you're like, "No, that's garbage."
Okay.
Squidward.
Okay. You're just saying things now.
Isn't Squidward from
Yes.
SpongeBob?
But it's just, again,
Krabby Patties.
okay.
I was told I sounded like Squidward. Does my voice sound like Squidward? Somebody from that show. Somebody said, you sound just like blank. Squidward?
Squidward, maybe he has a more nasally voice.
If you were a Smurf, you'd be brainy.
Is that what? Okay.
80s.
Great.
Yep.
Time to go back.
Why was there only one female
Let's
Smurf,
hop
by
in
the way?
time. Wait,
I don't
yeah.
know.
And speaking
Smurfette.
of that, let's get dark for a second on this one. If there's only one female Smurf, how are there
so
all
many?
these?
It was a kid's show. I don't know.
I don't think Smurfs were produced from sexual intercourse.
No, I don't think so either. I think they came up from the ground.
Yeah.
Mushroom. Weren't they from mushrooms or
I
something?
thought so.
Do you remember as a kid going into the stationery store? What's a stationery store?
The Hallmark store. You idiot.
Not really.
Not really.
So
Oh my God! You don't remember Goofy's Tavern? Oh, Goofy's Tavern had the best stationery. Oh, don't you remember the commercial?
actually, our
A
paper
tavern
store,
would not have one.
ours was called the Paper Factory, and I only remember this because my mom still tells the story.
Oh, those just came back out.
Paper Factory?
Yes, they took over the home for Hallmark.
Oh, no
it's
shit.
called the Paper Factory
No
now.
kidding.
Wow.
So yeah, we went to the Paper Factory because my mom did calligraphy and stuff, so she needed
Right.
supplies. And
What's
prior-
calligraphy?
What's that?
I know what calligraphy is.
So prior to going, I drank 4 cans of grape soda.
Oh,
and
you threw up
proceeded to
everywhere.
throw up all over the store. To the point where the guys bring a bucket of sawdust and kitty litter
spectacular.
to throw it on them.
Anyway, so back
You were
when
a puke kid, weren't you?
I wasn't a puke kid. I was just the sick kid constantly.
Andrew
I
claims
could
to
see
remember
that.
like every time he's thrown up in his life because it was
Every
like
time.
4 times.
No, it was more than that. But I have a terrible fear of it. You probably threw up a lot in school.
Not in school, but I actually hated throwing up to the point where I would do the whole. I've got it down to a science to not vomit.
You try to.
It takes a
avoid
lot of just
Yeah.
like, and then the cold sweat comes and you know you broke it.
Well, I went 13 years without vomiting.
How do you?
I
Who
went-
keeps track?
I do.
The
I
last
hate
time
throwing up.
I threw up
No one likes it.
was 6th grade,
Shut up.
and then
That's the last time.
no, and then I remember October 9th, 2019 was I went.
You think that
almost
I'm
15
nuts?
Years.
Listen to you.
I know it's
I know
it's
date and
terrible.
time. I remember.
I was terrified of it.
You remember it because I hated it.
It hurts.
I have a fear.
2000 It was 2006.
and then I threw up again this year, April 4th.
The problem is it hurts so bad, but then it finally feels so good after. You know, you
No, it doesn't.
sometimes
No,
it does.
That's taste in
that
your mouth.
retching. Retching. Ugh.
See, you enjoy throwing up.
No, oh no, I do not. It's a
Really?
terrible, awful feeling. I try to avoid it at all costs. If I feel it, I'm like, no, please, no, and I try to suppress it.
Yeah, you do.
yeah.
Breathe
But-
through your nose
but
thing.
then you
Yeah,
just
gotta
run to the
breathe
bathroom.
through your nose, and then once you get the cold sweat, you know it's past.
I don't ever want to do it because it hurts. It's such a painful process.
Ugh, and you're so it's scary. I
and
don't
it
like it.
stinks.
I would rather have such violent diarrhea.
I don't
can't
know.
than
Yeah, I
throw
guess.
up.
I would agree.
Please.
Yeah.
By the way, I pooped in the box and it came back negative. Congrats to me.
Hey, good for you.
For what?
Yeah. What?
Oh, hey,
For
I was
colon,
going
for
to
colon cancer.
Oh, that's great.
I'm gonna talk to Scotty now because it's something that he might know about?
Old man things?
Unless you've had hemorrhoids.
Yes.
So
When I first started here, I had terrible hemorrhoids.
Welcome to the show, Nate.
And Preparation H sent a whole box.
so I think I have an internal one.
You know what else you have?
What do I do for that?
Diabetes.
The beatus.
I'm gonna tap out of this conversation.
It hurts when I go now.
Okay.
But I don't think there's anything back there.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a couple questions.
Okay.
Dr. Andrew.
When you sit, does it hurt?
No.
Okay, that's a good sign that not good, but that means it's probably internal. When you wipe, does it hurt?
Not really, although there was a little.
You definitely have an internal.
Stop. Please.
It was
You need to use witch hazel.
This is crossing the line.
do I put it in there?
This is crossing.
So what you need to do is, and Scotty, I'm
This
thinking
is
that
advice.
I think we need to start an Amazon affiliate program. You could join it, and then any products you recommend, you get kickbacks.
What?
But I use this spray because they have all those wipes. You know how they have those disposable wipes?
Yeah, I don't
Who's
know.
our
Don't
audience?
use
So
those.
who's our audience? I'm just asking.
Well, I'm talking to my
Whoever
friend
likes
here
this.
right now.
Yeah.
It's just a spray you spray on your toilet tissue. It has all the things that you need, and then you just do it. And
calls it toilet tissue?
where did you come from? You just went from I need to be excluded from the narrative to who calls it toilet tissue?
Sorry, go on.
Anyway, it's a spray that you
Spray.
spray on the toilet paper.
But how does it
And
get
you-
in there? Because it's
You
in
wipe.
there. It was like a piece of glass was stuck in there yesterday.
Okay. So you need to use this. I'll send you the link.
Please, and
And-
it's internal, so it'll help.
Yes, because it's using aloe and it uses all these different types
and
of
it
things.
absorbs in.
Yes.
All right.
And let me tell you something. Witch hazel, it's such a funny name because when you hear it, you really just think like, who makes it? I just think of like a large witch being like, ha ha ha.
Isn't it basically just alcohol for the most part?
Probably.
Can we go back to stationery stores, please?
Yeah.
All right, let's get away from this.
Also, if we have an Amazon affiliate program by this time, go hit the link for the toilet paper
Yeah,
spray in
and
the
buy
bio.
some hemorrhoid cream.
It's not hemorrhoid cream.
Whatever.
You should use it all the time.
So, Nate, do you remember as a kid going to the stationery store, the corner stationery store?
Okay.
And there was a display,
Yeah.
and there was Smurfs. Like it was like 1 through 100, and also Matchbox cars, and they would be
Oh, yeah.
in this thing, and you would ask the guy, "Yes, can I have number 16, please?" And he'd be like, "We're out of it." Damn it, because I used to stock those things, and I don't know. I just as a
I
kid,
vaguely remember that.
yes,
I
and
vaguely
you would
remember.
go in and you would say, "I want Baker Smurf or whatever he called himself."
Baker Smurf.
The guy Baker, he was a baker.
Yeah, he was the baker.
Right,
They
but
called him
He was something else. It wasn't Baker Smurf.
Pie Smurf or something.
No, it was something. He had a tattoo on his arm. He had a heart tattoo on his arm. I remember.
Kind of badass for a baker.
He was badass.
And a Smurf.
But yeah, no, they had these displays. The stationery stores were great when we were
If the
comic
Smurf
books.
had
Everything.
a tattoo. That lends to the fact that there must have been a tattoo artist Smurf. Who was like
true.
all tatted
Get in
up
the
with
chair.
a beard.
Get in the chair.
Get in a chair.
Hey Siri,
Do you think Smurfette had a tramp stamp?
She definitely did.
who was the Smurf that had a tattoo?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I
Just
can help
Google it. She doesn't know what you're talking
Also,
about.
fun fact,
She yells at
speaking
me,
of
by the way.
tattoo
Sorry,
artist
she
Smurf,
yells.
there's also, if you've ever seen Cars, there's a TSA for the cars to get on planes, which implies that there was a Cars incident that made them have to get extra security measures.
Wait,
My
Cars.
God, that's right.
Hold on, Cars the show,
No, the movie.
the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, that means like, do they have to take their tires off because somebody had like a firebomb in their tire?
If you really look into it
What are you
about
talking
how
about?
random the Cars universe is, there's so many things like that. Like apparently there was like a Cars Hitler. And they all, if you go deep enough into where it is, you're like, how, who left all this open for things to be like an animator definitely just was effing with somebody at some point and just like, yep, leave that there.
Did you have a Cabbage Patch Kid?
I wanted one, but then I do remember this. My dad was like, "Why do you want one of those things?"
Yeah.
I think he thought I might have been gay.
I remember my neighbor got one that fell off a truck. I remember that one. And then the only one I was able to get was a girl, and I didn't want a girl as a boy, As it is, I was getting a doll, so I
And
changed.
Debbie Gibson perfume.
Yo, that's another
Electric
story.
Youth.
Yes. But so I changed the name. I sent away for a new birth certificate, and I changed the name because its name was Laura something or other, and I forget the name I changed it
I
to.
forgot they had birth
They had birth certificate, and each ass was signed. It said Xavier Roberts on the ass.
My
and it
sister
smelled like
had a
powder.
Cabbage Patch.
I mean,
Kid.
everybody did, Andrew.
I didn't.
Well, because you're young.
Okay.
You weren't born in the 80s. It was a huge 80s thing.
I know. We had Tickle Me Elmo.
Massive. Well, I had that too.
If I remember correctly,
You bought yourself a Tickle Me Elmo?
No, but we had to find, back in 1996 when those things were massive,
yeah.
there was, radio stations were trying to give them away. Like, if you
that
got
was like the big thing.
If you got a Tickle Me Elmo on the morning show, that was like giving away $1,000 cash.
I think the first was Furbies. Wasn't that the first craze?
Furbies
or maybe it was
did come before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember nobody could get a Furby in the local radio stations. They had do the Furby giveaway, and people would listen and try and call and win those damn things.
I remember somehow the morning show got our hands on 4 Tickle Me Elmos, and Greg T and I had to go drive down an alley and find this guy with his beat up van, and he gave us this box that had 4 Tickle Me Elmos in it. And it was
or did you pay for him?
the radio station must have paid it or whatever. So we had to pick it up from this guy. So we were the couriers. So we picked it up in the alley and we're like, oh my God. And it was like driving with bricks of gold. Like you have no idea. Do you remember after Sandy when like the police were following the gas trucks because it was like gold, and it was unreal. I felt like, I don't know. I felt like I was a bandit.
You weren't here for Hurricane Sandy.
I wasn't, but
I wasn't either.
You weren't?
No,
yes,
I
you
wasn't.
were.
No, I wasn't.
You
I was in
weren't?
Miami for school.
Really?
Yeah.
It was the year before I came here.
What has it been, like 10 years already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because 2012, I remember being in school, and I remember we got the day off, and they were like, yeah, Hurricane Sandy. It didn't rain. It wasn't bad at all. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going to be that bad. And then it came up north, and my everybody else was like, yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah. Scotty, you were only in your, late 30s then?
Shut up. But, no, I was in my early to mid 30s.
I think he's Benjamin Buttoning.
Always
curmudgeon-y.
I tell you what was weird. The day before that storm hit, I was at Adventureland with the kids at Pumpkin Park, and they had a hurricane simulator as like in the arcade. And I made a joke. I'm like, we could just wait and go outside tomorrow. Why am I going to spend $5? And then it was so bad. And I see that post every year, and I'm like, oh man, that was a terrible.
Why don't you just take it down?
Because it's a memory. You don't take down. Listen, if things in your life happened, you leave them because it happened. You don't just erase parts of your life.
So if you ever were to make it on, say, like a show or something, you wouldn't delete anything from your Facebook.
A show?
Yeah, like just say you ever were to go, I don't know, because now they troll all your social media before you go on any type of reality
Look,
show.
anything that's out there is already out there. So if you try to delete stuff, it's out there. And
but you can hide some of it. See, that's people have. Well, that's the problem, I guess, is people will dig far enough back that they'll find something.
In any event, so
well, he's like, it's out there. Why not?
In any event, so it was the gas stations were really screwed up at that point because there was no power, and most of them didn't have backup anything, and plus they couldn't get gas anyway because everything was all screwed up. And so anytime that there was a fuel truck, like they had police escorts. Because people would I don't know what someone thought they were going to do. Are they going to hijack this truck and fill their car up? I didn't know what they think they were going to do, but they were getting these gas.
Do you guys talk about heady topics on this show?
What's heady?
So have you read about what's happening in Haiti right now? Kind of like
Haiti?
what you're describing.
Did you say heady or Haiti?
Haiti.
Heady topics about Haiti.
Yeah.
What does heady mean?
You want to explain that one?
Heady?
Well, Heady is like isn't
That's
like
intellectual.
a hot.
That's an old lady's name, Hetty.
That's Headley.
No, Greg T has a grandma named Hetty.
What is that short for?
I don't know.
Patricia?
Sure.
Forget I said anything. Can you go back and delete the last 30 seconds?
No, it's out there.
I don't even want to talk about it now.
Well, I
We
don't
do a Heady topic. What's that?
I never heard of Hetty. I'm sorry.
I think I know someone with a grandma named Heady.
Just call it hot topic.
Forget it. Forget I said anything.
All right. Forgotten. Should we take another break and then come back right after this?
What time is it?
I don't know. Where's your thing? Oh, all right.
33 minutes.
Is this
We'll be
average
back.
time? How
Sure.
long is it?
Sandwich time?
Stand by. We'll be back. Right after this, everybody. And here we are. We're back.
Interesting.
If we do a live show, would you want to be on stage with us?
Sure.
That would be fun.
I actually don't think we ever actually introduced the show. Hi, I'm Scotty B. That's Andrew. And Nate, our guest, is here on Bowl
Thank you.
Chat today.
And thank you for inviting me, not the day of.
Yeah.
Where you're
Isn't
setting
this
up,
fun?
hey, you want to be on the show?
Today's Wednesday, October 26th.
Isn't it so much fun on this one?
I enjoy bowl chat.
Because
Me
it's
too.
anything. Anything goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
Do you
That's a
remember
show.
how
I've never seen it.
you're only singing that because it was Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, right?
I never saw that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never seen Jurassic
You know,
Park either.
Anything Goes was a Busby Berkeley, I think, musical back in the.
Busby?
You don't know this?
You know so many old. I actually I'm just gonna.
Did you
I'm
mean
gonna. I'm gonna.
Bill Bixby?
No.
Who's that?
Bill Bixby.
I'm going to come clean on something. You have a lot of inside jokes about a lot of older people. So
Are you talking to me or to Scotty B?
No, to you.
Okay.
Like Robert Culp.
There's a lot of them where you'll just say random things, and it's almost like it's just your own inside joke. I have a joke about you where
Let me hear it.
Have you ever heard of Dee LaRoe? She was in Shades Above Miami with the line, "Oh, give me a kiss, why don't you?" That's you literally do that all the time with old movies.
If you got the reference, it'd be funny. And Dee Dee LaRoe, that's not a real person.
B.B. Monroe?
That was a good example.
Moroccan Moonset? Oh, with the line. Oh,
Are you guys dressing up for Halloween?
I don't have a costume. Can I have a frosted, shredded, bite-sized flavor of strawberry?
Oh, wow. Oh, this is Tops. You know about Tops, right?
Yes, it's a grocery store chain.
It was, well, it's Canadian, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We have them in New York, but
Oh, I
upstate.
don't like this one.
This
I
is,
do like this
That's
one.
the one you like.
This is the one where, so we had a ton. I don't want that many.
What was that?
Stroke.
I don't want that many.
Is that
I
your
just
own
want
language? There you go.
One. Oh, you need milk with these things.
They're delicious.
Oh.
I'm very drying.
Well, I'm supposed to mix it in my mouth?
Yes.
When do you go to McDonald's?
Yesterday.
And did you drink out of this?
No, I poured it in my coffee. Actually, I need this for my coffee.
This is disgusting.
What a blueberry?
No.
Blueberry.
Wait, question. What'd you get from McDonald's?
I didn't. Cooper needed the dumb pumpkin bucket. So I got the Happy Meal with the dumb pumpkin bucket, and I got milk with it.
Anyway, we had a Tops growing up down the street from us, and somebody was shot in there.
Oh,
So then what?
We tried to avoid talking about that
Oh,
when we had the
sorry.
Tops cereal. Tops is the one in Buffalo that had that really bad
terrible
shooting.
mass shooting.
Well, there was one that happened in Erie.
All right, let's not talk about this.
Should we edit this?
No,
Oh, I feel bad.
things happen, and it was at Tops. We just didn't.
So anyway,
mention
my
it.
mom wouldn't let us go there.
Oh, what? Wasn't that in Erie also the place of that documentary with
The pizza
person?
guy, the pizza bomber.
Yeah,
Okay, didn't know about
the thing around his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was. That's what it was called.
Yeah, the guy was. So the story goes, turns out to be baloney, that he was sent to deliver a pizza. When he went to deliver the pizza, the person said, "Hey, thanks for the pizza," and then said, "All right, you're going to go rob this bank, and to guarantee that you do, put a bomb around his neck." And then so he went to a bank, gave them a note that said, "I have a bomb around my neck. I'm supposed to get money." Gave him the money. He got detained, oddly enough, by my friend Chris.
The cop?
Put his the cop put his handcuffs on him, had him kneeling in a parking lot, and then the timer went off and his head blew off.
Hold up, that was fake.
That was real.
No, I mean it happened, but it wasn't. It was like a scam.
Yeah, so then it turns out they're like, well, this is so crazy. This person was told to rob a place, but he was in on it. And
No
he was-
way.
Yeah, he was, I guess, mentally challenged and
Challenged.
What is the term now? I'm sorry.
Ill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Regardless, I did not know that.
Yeah, and then when they do the further
I should have
investigation,
finished that Netflix documentary.
Yes.
it was actually pretty good. When they do the further investigation, one of the women behind it had a body in her freezer. Is
What?
strange story, and it all happened like half a mile from the radio station I started
Wow.
working at.
That's terrifying.
Eerie. There was something else about Erie.
Seems like there's eerie happenings in Erie, Pennsylvania.
All right, Andrew.
That's my news reporter. For more, I'm Andrew Puglisi. See you at 11. I think that would be my good sign-off line. If you had a sign-off line, what would it be?
I don't know.
Yours would be, have a good day, everybody.
No.
What do you say when you do the weather? Doesn't he say something?
No.
A mix of sun and clouds, some sun, some shade, high 65.
Never said shade.
of smiles and frowns.
No.
Enjoy your day.
No. Also, you can't say have a good day after the 11 o'clock newscast. The day is over. Like when you go to the supermarket, there are times where I'll check out or I'll go to 7-Eleven or something. It's like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Already did.
Will you just stop everything and look back at them and say, already did?
I did say that one time.
And do you know what that person on the other end feels like?
Well, they're not thinking. So
So you have to be the one to call it out?
No, but they're probably not. They probably don't feel because they're not thinking.
They probably don't feel because they're not thinking.
If you're going to say have a good day at 8 o'clock at night, I mean, unless your day
That
just started.
really bothers you that much.
It's just.
You have to take time out of your day.
No, I don't take time.
You do.
I'm
because
leaving. I'm walking out. There's no time taken.
But you taking the time to go, already did. That is a planned out thing that you're doing in your head to almost be like,
No,
ha,
I didn't know they were going to
got
say
ya,
that to
idiot.
me. No, whatever.
just think next time.
That's
Somebody's trying to be nice. Somebody's just trying to be nice.
No, it's just like when you're at the cashier and they say, "Find everything all right today?" No, I didn't. Then they don't know what else to say because no one ever says no.
I can't. You are a nightmare customer, and
But-
I just know it.
No, but these are things that they okay. When a customer comes, you tell them have a nice day. Ask them if they found everything they were looking for. If they say no, well, there's no plan.
Yes,
Just keep
there
going.
is.
No,
Scott.
it happened to me one time. I was oatmeal. I was looking for the oatmeal, the bananas and cream one. They didn't have it.
happened to me one time. It
They
was
didn't have it.
oatmeal.
So I got the peaches and cream instead. And the girl said, "Find everything okay today?" And I said, "No." And she didn't even say another word to me. Just beep, beep, beep. 1096, please. Why ask if you don't care?
I just know that's not how it went down.
It is.
In my head, I'm picturing it going, did you find everything okay? No.
Maybe she was scared of you.
First of all, I wouldn't be rude. I'm not rude like
And maybe
that.
just you garbling or saying something under your breath.
No,
Piece of cream.
I'm always very pleasant. I'm like, no, I didn't. And that was it. And
But
they don't.
that's not nice. That's condescending.
Well, how do you say no nicely?
Well, you could say, no, actually, I was looking for the bananas and cream blank. Would you happen to know where it is?
I probably said that, but they don't know where it is.
No, you probably
didn't. That's
said
not
that.
what you said.
They don't know, but they don't know where it is. They're beep beep beepers. They don't know where it is.
They do know because then they can go on the
You
intercom.
ask anybody in a grocery store,
They don't
hey,
care.
where's the blank?
They don't care.
7B.
Who doesn't care if
Most
you don't
people
ask?
don't care anymore.
You can't make that assumption.
A lot of people just don't
Maybe
care
people
anymore.
do care.
Yeah, most don't. Most don't.
I know these things. I know these things.
Why are you holding the microphone?
You're
You're holding the whole stand.
Because I don't want to be that close to you now.
All right. Maxi Priest.
What?
Who?
Ooh.
I don't actually get that one.
Really?
Maxi Priest?
I want to be close to you.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
yeah. I didn't know who sang that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when I'm listening to music like the 80s, I'm like, oh, this song, I've heard this before. And I look at the band, I have no clue who it is.
Yeah.
Like there was a song called Wet, Wet, Wet or something like that.
What?
It was like by a boy band, Wet, Wet, Wet.
Vaguely familiar.
Is it
gonna
Bump
Google
Bump Bump by B2K?
No, we're talking
Baby,
80s,
turn
Andy.
around and let me see that sexy body go bump, bump, bump.
I was trying to explain to my daughter the other day how 8675309 Jenny.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
How they had nobody could have that phone number anymore after that song because everybody was getting called.
Yeah.
And I tried to explain that there were different area codes, so there were many 8675309s.
Yeah.
And nobody could have it.
I
But
used
now they do.
I remember when the area codes got added.
Wait, area
What
codes?
do you mean when you weren't alive when area codes got added?
They've been around.
Yes, I was. When you had to add it to the, like when you dial the number.
Oh, you had to
Oh,
dial
you
it
had
on
to dial
phone.
it in
Yeah,
addition
well,
to
that
the
happens
number.
from time. But you're not old enough to remember like Wells 58703. What's that?
You don't even remember that.
Yeah, dude. When I was really little, they still were using names.
Really?
Yeah, there were some places that still. Andrew, I'll explain it without being a dick. So
This is going to be hard. So you know what a phone is, dear? So you would dial it.
So we'd call Sarah. She would patch you through.
back in the day, Andrew. So if you looked at an old like rotary phone, they have it on push buttons also. You know how the numbers corresponded to letters. 2 is ABC.
Yes.
Yes. We all know that.
Right. So there were different like sections in towns, and what they would do with the first 2 numbers for whatever reason would be letters. So I remember in my town it was Wells 5 like 7243 because it was like 993 something. You had to convert the letters into numbers. It was so dumb. I don't know
Yeah.
why they did that, but
Well, they
that's
got rid of it.
that's why there were numbers on the phone because that's how they told people to call, and you'd have to like.
So why do they still have the letters on there?
Well,
Huh?
because you still have to call like 1-800-LAWYER.
Yeah.
You know, you have to figure out what the number is.
I remember contests as kids, or for like now, that's what I call music CDs. The first ones, they would always advertise and they'd give you the number at the bottom. And then it would be,
Yeah.
you could get this free disc holder if you call now.
You know what always drove me crazy when they gave out 800 numbers on TV? They'd say, "Call 1-800-LAWYER." That's 1-800-587-4321. I was like, wait a minute, I wanted to remember.
Well, that number I would remember.
No,
But yeah.
I wanted to. Oh yeah, lawyer I would, but if it was like dirty rag, dirty rag, dirty rag. Just saying.
Doesn't like how the person who's outside and cleans the window. He doesn't like that she uses a rag.
It's a dirty rag. I guarantee you, when you go, you sniff the door after. It smells.
Who sniffs doors?
It's
weird.
Look, that's the weather guy.
All
That's
right.
the weather guy. Look, that's like Mr. G or something. What's his name?
What?
Al Roker?
No,
What are you
watch when he turns around. He's the weather guy. That's him. That's the weather guy. Yes, I want him to come in here.
No, don't.
Why
He
don't
looks
you go
scary.
open the door?
Don't.
I would honestly have no idea who that
I don't
Yes,
know
he's
who
Channel 2.
He looks like he's had a lot of plastic.
He has. I want him to come in. I can't remember his name, though. I think that's Mr. G.
Does he want my seat? He could take my seat. You
He can have
probably
mine
have
as
like
well.
a weird nerdgasm.
Hold on.
Oh my God! What
Hold
was
on.
it like doing
Hold
the
on.
news in the 80s?
Yes.
He was dressed like he walked out of a Land's End catalog, though. Didn't he look like that?
Yes, Mr. G.
Did he just come from like
Weather.
a hiking experience?
No, he just
Yes.
came from brunch.
He just hikes the
I'm
Adirondacks.
telling you, that's him.
That's great. I'm so happy.
It's him. That's
No, it's
I
not.
would
Yes, it is.
never in my life think that man at that door was that man.
You know, instead of... if that is that same guy, then you should be at the airport identifying people's faces.
I agree. You would solve all the
There is
national security
no
issues.
way.
Yes, that's him.
That is not him.
I'm telling you. If it's not him, it's another weather guy. Hold on.
I would love for it to just turn out that it's just some guy.
No. Old New York weatherman.
Oh, you're not going to get any responses with that.
What are you talking about? Sorry, meteorologist. You know, you can't say weatherman.
Let me tell you, I took a meteorology class in college. First of all, cheated my whole way through. But second of all,
Attaboy.
that science behind it is so insane that no wonder why they never get it right.
I actually dropped out of a meteorology class because it was so difficult. So difficult.
My
Maybe it was
friend
Warner Wolf.
is legit a math major.
I'm telling you.
Got his master's in mathematics.
Yeah.
And I showed him the meteorology math, and he's like, this does not make sense.
Yeah.
This is not math.
It's very hard.
It's too much.
That was Mr. G, the weather guy.
Well,
If you're from New York, you know who that guy is.
how many followers does he have?
I don't know. I'm not looking at his thing. But he was wandering. He was looking for a bathroom or something. Like he didn't.
I don't think that is who you think it was.
I'm telling you.
And I'm actually even more excited that if we brought
Well, whoever
him
it
in.
was, I don't want to hang with him because he gave us the double thumbs up. Nobody
Hey.
does that shit anymore. Sorry, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah,
I do it
does.
sometimes.
The double thumbs up?
Yeah.
With the smile?
Yeah.
What is he, running for office?
That wasn't him.
No!
All right, so then it was a different weather guy. I'm telling you.
You can't keep saying it's a weather guy.
It was. I recognize him. He's a news guy.
Well, whoever it was, he had a lot of plastic
Yes,
surgery.
they all do. Yes.
He had the Miami special.
He's probably over at the AM station doing something.
Did you ever notice that East Coast plastic surgery is different than West Coast
What's
plastic
the
surgery?
difference? Please
West
explain.
Coast, I think, is more pulled.
Yeah?
You could very much tell. It's always a very pulled look.
What's the East Coast then?
East Coast is more, it's slight.
Tucks.
There is the
More
Miami
tucky.
nose job that I will say. It always is like a pinch
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And the facelifts aren't as noticeable. What I feel West Coast is always noticeable.
Yeah.
You could always tell when someone has had plastic surgery.
Female, male, or both?
Both.
Okay, yeah.
Facelifts especially. Yeah. You've never gotten any Botox or anything?
No.
Would you ever?
I've talked about, like, when I get older, getting my neck fat removed so that I have a more defined chin line, jawline.
Is it hereditary?
I don't know. I just noticed that in, like, pictures where my profile is, I kind of have a little bulbousy under
Okay.
the chin sort of
Okay.
thing. But no, I don't really care. At this point, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find this guy.
He's not. He doesn't exist.
He doesn't exist.
It does.
It's
No,
some
he
random man
doesn't.
who was just up here visiting.
He's a news guy. Did you see? He did the whole thing. He's a weather. He's a weather.
Describe the whole thing.
He did. Oh, it's sunny on the west, and he did the whole
didn't.
hand thing.
No, he didn't.
He
He
was.
gave us the 2 thumbs up and waved, and he walked away.
He's a news guy. I
No,
watch the news
he
a
is
lot.
not.
I'm telling you, that was Mr. G.
We got to bring Grandpa back to the home in a little bit.
Well,
so
he's
Almost
out
done. I
there
have a
wandering
call
around
in
looking for the
6 minutes.
bathroom.
what was that?
He's looking for the bathroom out there. He's
You're going to
wandering.
go stalk him in the
He's
bathroom?
probably wearing poise.
And the podcast is full circle.
Yes, it is. I'm going to go find him in the hallway.
That's creepy.
Why?
Don't go stalk someone. Hey, are you a newscaster?
No, but that's just the thing. I can't ask him who he is because he is someone.
I'm sure he'll introduce himself to you.
He doesn't, but he shouldn't have to. That's the thing. He's nostalgic. Everybody knows him.
I'll walk up to him and say, "Who the f are you?"
No, you
'Cause
wouldn't.
He
That's
thinks
rude.
he knows.
You think that me saying "I already did" to a cashier is rude? You go to him and say, "Oh, who are you?"
No, he would. I know Nate wouldn't say it that way. He'd be like, "Hi, I'm Nate.
Hey,
What's
do
your
I know
name?"
you from somewhere?
Exactly, and that would probably make his whole day and be like, "Does this bring on any memories?"
Cloudy in the west. Looks
Was it
like
Chuck
we're gonna have
Scarborough? No, I'm telling you, it was
Johnny
Mr.
Mountain?
It was Mr. G. That was Mr. G, the
You
weather
keep
guy.
Saying it. You keep saying it. Go introduce yourself to him in the bathroom. It's going to be real awkward. Have a great time.
He's going to ask you to wipe him, right?
I hope not.
Thank you so much for listening.
What? Are
we
we
done?
really appreciate it. SerialKillersPC.com.
He was
If you
wearing
wanna see
very
all the-
bright vest, right? He was dressed
He
very.
had the
Same.
Marty McFly
He was
vest
dressed
on.
very brightly,
Yeah.
bright,
Yeah, Lands
looked
End
like
catalog.
like the weather. He was dressed like a ray of sunshine.
Okay.
That's what they do.
All right. We're going to take Grandpa back to the home now. Thanks, everybody.
I
for
bet he's over there.
listening.
Why are you ending it? What are you ending it
Thank
for?
you.
People love length. What are you ending it for?
People love length.
Yes,
All right. Well, we appreciate you all. This is
What?
one of our longest
it
episodes.
is not. We've gone over an hour many
Okay.
times.
Well, not today. Thank you all again.
Why are you trying to? Why are you doing this?
Nate's got a call.
I got a call.
We got to go.
I'm not driving you home then.
Okay.
Well,
Hold
you
your
guys
car
can wrap
hostage.
up.
All right.
No, because then I'm just going to sit here and I.
No.
All right. Until the next
Okay.
time,
Can we just make a pact? As soon as we're done right now, we're going to go find the guy and say
you're
hello.
going to go find the
No,
guy.
the three of us.
You're going to go find
No,
him.
it's a pact.
All
Okay.
right.
We're gonna.
We're going
I'm
to.
just agreeing to.
We're going to.
end it. All right.
We'll see you Monday with an all-new Serial Killers, and then Wednesday, a week from today, with another Bull Chat.
Wow.
Who will guest star on that one?
Wowie kablamo.
Until we see you, say clink, everybody.
Clink!
Clink. Where you going?